The Independent Commission for Infrastructure, or ICI, has recommended the filing of plunder and corruption charges against several lawmakers and officials. The Ombudsman is now set to conduct a preliminary investigation following the Commission's findings. More in this report.
Senators Joel Villanueva and Jinggoy Estrada, former Congressmen Zaldico and Mitch Cahayon-Uy, former DPWH Undersecretary Roberto Bernardo, and COA Commissioner Mario Lipana are among those tagged by the Independent Commission for Infrastructure, or ICI, in the alleged anomalous flood control projects. These officials are among those recommended to face multiple charges before the Ombudsman. The ICI recommended filing cases of plunder, direct and indirect bribery, and corruption of public officials against the mentioned individuals. Based on the ICI's interim report, they were allegedly involved in a kickback scheme, receiving bribes from flood control projects. According to testimonies from witnesses, former DPWH engineers Henry Alcantara, Bryce Hernandez, and JP Mendoza, the kickback system allegedly starts with certain senators or congressmen acting as proponents of these infrastructure projects. Lawmakers would reportedly tell DPWH engineers that they have available funds for projects, after which Alcantara would instruct Hernandez to prepare a list of proposed projects based on the budget allotments. That list, witnesses said, was then handed to Carlo Rivera, who would forward it to the DPWH regional office or directly to the project proponents. These projects would then be included in the National Expenditure Program and inserted by the lawmakers into the General Appropriations Bill, or BICAM. Engineer Alcantara would then allegedly choose which contractors would implement the projects, and that's when the kickbacks took place.
The whole 25% SOP is given to the proponent. This 25% payoff is advanced by the contractors to ensure that the project will be awarded to them.
The ICI assured that the investigation will spare no one.
Politicians and government officials will be investigated and charged by credible evidence.
Senator Joel Villanueva said he will wait for the official referral of the ICI to the Ombudsman. His legal team will study the basis of his inclusion, and once the Ombudsman acts on the referral, they will file their official response. He added that Senate records would show he had been opposed to flood control projects from the very beginning. He said he was in fact one of those who questioned the implementation of projects that had not materialized. Villanueva also stressed that Engineer Alcantara himself testified that he had no knowledge or involvement in the questioned projects. Senator Jinggoy Estrada likewise denied receiving any funds from flood control projects, saying he can prove this in court. He maintained that the accusations against him were based merely on hearsay. Senate President Tito Soto meanwhile said it is better to follow the rule of law and avoid putting the Senate in a compromising position. He emphasized the importance of due process and the system of checks and balances in government to protect the rights of both individuals and institutions. The Ombudsman confirmed that the ICI's referral will undergo preliminary investigation.
Many of them are ripe for the picking or ripe for action already, at least for PI. It means that most of the fact-finding has been done already by the ICI, or sometimes the fact-finding was done by the DOJ. So mabilis. And we expect to be filing cases soon